All right, so it's another wet, windy winter's day between Christmas and New Year's. I got a little free time. This is my wife's Mustang, our summer car, and I'm looking for free horsepower. Does anybody know where I can find free horsepower? Car's got a V8, and it's plenty powerful, but I'm looking for something that gets a little bit better gas mileage and gets a little bit more juice to the rear tires. What could that be? I think I know what it is, right here. So we are converting from the old mechanical fan, which this has got a fan clutch on it, to an electric fan. I happen to have this Volvo radiator fan assembly. I don't know where I got it. It's been on my shelf for years. Came off of a Volvo. And I flipped the reservoir, the overflow reservoir around. That used to be on this side of the mechanical fan factory Mustang radiator shroud. Took the fan clutch, fan assembly off. It's so heavy, I can barely turn that. And I know whenever I give it gas, I hear this roaring noise pulling air through the radiator, even when the engine's cold. And I realized, especially recently and even in the summertime, the car never heats up. I've got a 195 thermostat in there, a brand new one. Flush the radiator, know it works good, but because this thing is pulling so much air all the time, it's killing horsepower and it's probably losing 1 or 2 more miles per gallon. So we're going to go with the electric fan, which uses no power except, of course, when the fan is on, but that's only when it reaches whatever desired temperature that I set it at. And that brings me to this. This is the little controller. I got this off Amazon. It was $12. It is basically a resistor with a probe on it. It's temperature control. It's good from 32 degrees, that's freezing, to 240. You can adjust it by just turning this little set screw with a screwdriver. Comes with a little bracket, comes with a package. Here is the part number and the brand. If you're interested in buying it, it was $12. So between the free fan, a little time, a little wiring, I got to put a relay in here, maybe $5. You know, for less than 20 bucks, I think I'm going to pick up 10 to 20 horsepower and probably 2 miles per gallon. That's not a bad day's work. That's pretty cool. Again, I can set this to come on. I'll probably have this come on around 200 degrees. This looks like it's a 3000 CFM fan. It's a big one. So I'm not too worried that it won't get cool enough. The radiator is metal. Here, there's lots of room. I've already test fitted it. Fits good. I'm going to be really happy with not hearing that roaring noise every time I step on the gas. And the roaring noise is not the exhaust. The roaring noise is the fan turning all the time. It's so stiff. Even on a cold day, I would think that would freewheel more. So maybe it's more than 10 horsepower. Maybe it's 20. That'd be great. 20 horsepower for $20. That's a pretty good deal. So I don't know. The only way to know is to put on a dyno, but I think my butt will tell me it's going to be great. So again, we're going to put in this probe here, probably insert that into one of the radiator hoses, and then mount this to the firewall with this little bracket or radiator core support with a couple wires that then go to a relay, which then goes to a high voltage or high amperage source to turn the fan on as we see fit. So there we go. Maybe you can pick up some free power with your car. They've done some dyno tests. Hot Rod just did one. Hot Rod Online or whatever, Motor Trend did, and it's amazing. It literally was 20 horsepower or so. So we'll see if that really works. Make the Mustang do better burnouts than it already does. Of course, we don't do burnouts with our Mustang. No. All right, thanks for watching.